real men, guys. Like the men who buy flowers, the men who can build it, the men who want to pay for it, the men who give you unconditional love and spoil you. Do these men exist? I'm gonna manifest one.
1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tell them bring another round, we need plenty more. 2 stepping on the table, she don't need a dance floor. Oh my, good Lord. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey.
A lot of women today act like escorts. If a man has to pay you for your time in order to go out with you, you're an escort, okay? Because us regular girls are not charging men money to take us out on a date.
These are 3 things that you men do that are hot. Number 1, when you guys roll your sleeves up mid forearm, hot, because that means you're a man that's not afraid to get your hands dirty and get the work done. 2, when you take care of your skin, because that means that you're not afraid to commit to a daily habit that betters yourself, which is hot. But it's okay, guys, if you're not doing this one yet, because Tiege Hanley just dropped their biggest Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals of the year. You can either build your own box with 4 products at 40% off, or grab 25% off a skincare system, or score huge deals on their holiday gift boxes. It is the perfect time to look at your routine because everything works together. You wash, moisturize, exfoliate, use serums. It is that easy. So if you want easy results, just go to this link while the sale's live. Lastly, number 3, when he reaches back to take off his shirt and he just pulls it up over his head in one full sweep, it is as if his shirt just submits to his power, and that is hot.
This is how my dad told me about love. He said, listen, son, your heart is like a piece of duct tape. And he said, if you stick to one thing one time, that adhesive on that tape stays strong.
I get it now.
Yeah, you know, so it stays strong. But when you keep taking it off and sticking it on and taking it off and sticking it on and taking it off and sticking it on, it don't stick no more. So now you got a lot of people in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and they tape ain't sticky. They don't know how to stick together. They don't know how to be in a relationship. They done been through so many. That's like, now they in and out of a relationship.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
Say this to your husband. I see how hard you are trying. Not just at work, but trying as a dad, trying as a provider, trying to hold it all together while life feels heavy. Men do not always say when they are overwhelmed. They just carry it. And most of the time, they do not hear that their effort is noticed. They hear what they forget, what they didn't finish, where they fell short. But when the wife says, I see you trying, it softens something in him. It tells him he is not invisible. It tells him he is not failing. It tells him someone is paying attention to the weight he carries. And sometimes that one sentence builds more connection than a long conversation. Because being praised by your wife is way different than being praised by the world. Say it and watch what shifts.
Are they at the gym? Are they at a bar watching football? Are they on a hike? Are they at home doing additional work? Are they at the driving range? Are they getting brunch with their friends? What does a 28 to 40-year-old single man's typical Saturday look like? I'm trying to integrate experiences where I get to meet the male species.
Well, here's what those guys are doing on a typical Saturday. First thing is he's getting in the gym. Okay, he's either doing some kind of gym class, some kind of HIIT class, likely training with a friend or two, right? Or maybe he's doing high rocks, right? Or maybe he's doing like a sport, like paddle or football. He's doing something active, okay? So be somewhere active, the higher level the gym, right? The high quality guys that are going to be there. Second thing, after that, he's probably going for lunch. Somewhere chilled, nothing crazy. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't need to be fancy, but he's going for lunch, right? Or going for brunch with whoever he just trained with. Then he's going to go home, he's going to shower, he's going to do some work, because obviously if he's a high quality guy, weekends, you don't get the day off. That's how that works. Then in the evening, he's been invited to like some kind of event, maybe like an art gallery, maybe a networking event for the arts industry or tech industry, or maybe even like a charity gala. All right. So there are 3 places you can hit. There you're going to find him.
Can men just not exist?
No, that would actually be the end of the species. It would actually be rather refreshing, though, to see some women out there that aren't offended by everything male.
They literally ruin everything. I'm so sick of them. I'm sick of going out into society and you guys are there.
Well, here's an idea. Stay home.
It gets to a point, like, I'm so sick of seeing them. Everywhere I turn, there's a man. Oh my God, you guys ruin every freaking experience.
Yeah, they already complained about that already. I wonder, however, if there's a point that they're going to be getting to.
It's to the point where I don't even want to go anywhere. It's like I just go to work and go home because it's like everywhere I go, you are going to be there. Men, I'm so sick of it. Like, you guys ruin every experience. I just can't. Like, I'm so tired. Everywhere I go, it's just annoying. You guys don't know boundaries. You guys don't know how to stay in your lane, always interjecting yourself, always speaking too much. Like, can y'all just not talk?
Well, instead of complaining about it constantly, why doesn't someone do something about it? Create an all-female community where all of you that feel the same way can go live together, support each other, and try to find something else to complain about.
The easiest way for a woman to lose a man is 1, criticize him publicly. That's easy. 2 is complain or have no gratitude when he does take initiative. And 3, don't communicate what you want from him and instead try to make him guess. Especially when there's something wrong or you're upset, making him guess, yeah, that's not the move. And I made a video a couple weeks ago about why this is the case, what men typically, genetically, scientifically, chemically want out of relationships, and how it's biologically different from what women want because we get different chemicals released in our brains when different things happen. Genetically, we are different in that way. So now we gotta talk about women. Easiest ways to lose a woman is completely disrespect her after she has opened up to you. Men get the good chemicals in their brain released when they are respected and kind of, over a long term seen as an investment and get to have ownership. Ownership's a bad word for it, but get to have ownership over someone else. Like, oh, this person is mine. Women want to feel cherished, right? So in the same 3 things that I said, how to lose a guy, those exist for women. Now, I'm not a woman, so I'm not going to speak on them. But the biggest thing in my head is just that when they open up to you and when they show you intimacy, don't disrespect it. That's all. I'm tired. My TikTok sucked today. Oh, that was bad.
Isn't feminism supposed to be about choice? About women having the free will to create the life they want? Then explain to me why the second a woman says, I choose to stay home, raise my babies, and actually take care of my husband, suddenly the internet explodes with hate. Newsflash. That's still feminism. If I wanted to chase a career, I could. I'm smart enough, qualified enough, and nobody's stopping me. But I don't have to prove my worth by climbing the corporate ladder. My worth is in building the life I wanted. And that happens to be right here at home. And let's be real, it's not even about feminism. It's about learning how to choose the right man. Pick a man who provides, who protects, who values you. And you'll actually have the freedom to decide what you want your life to look like. So don't come at me for using my free will exactly as it was intended.
I saw this post that said men are supposed to leave, not match the energy of a woman. Well, you're not supposed to be a either. So you can act that way, but he can't because he's supposed to lead. Aren't we supposed to give each other the same energy? Right? Align each other, be good to each other. You can't be in a stank mood and he has to be like, no, it's okay, babe. No, work on yourself. Work on yourself. Remember yes, they have to be able to create these safe spaces for us to jump in there. But at the same time, you need to work on yourself to be able to receive it. Because if you're constantly still in this defensive mode, no one's going to be able to come and love you and be with you if you don't work on you. Work on you so they can feel safe to come into that space too, baby. We can't just be leaving it to them. No, you got to fix my attitude. You got to do this. What about you? Take accountability too, boo. Yes, they're supposed to lead, but we're not supposed to come with some nasty attitude that they have to excuse our behavior. No, we're not excusing this. No, get your together too. What are we doing?
You want to know something that most women aren't ready to hear? Modern feminism is chivalry. Modern feminism has shifted from seeking equality to promoting superiority and resentment towards men, framing men as oppressors rather than partners and equals. With the birth of modern feminism, there came the birth of the girl boss, I don't need a man. Chivalry was never meant to make women look weak. It was made to create a culture of mutual respect where men acted honorably towards women and acknowledged their virtue and grace. Modern feminism, by demanding sameness instead of equality, has blurred those lines. In trying to erase gender differences, it's erased the gestures that celebrate them. The result of this is now we have an entire generation of men who are not willing to honor, pursue, or protect women. We have this entire generation of men who just want to hook up on the first date, who have no respect for women, who don't hold open the door, who don't buy flowers, and it is because of modern feminism. Not only that, but it is also a result of weak men. There's a reason that our grandparents have the cutest love stories where the men pursued the women and they didn't have sex until they were married and they respected and honored each other. And now we are seeing the result of the crash and burn of modern feminism. And unfortunately, it is affecting a lot of women looking for life partners and a lot of men looking for life partners. Feminism is great. The idea of feminism is great to promote equality, but it has evolved into something that is toxic and dangerous to our society.
Men don't go cold out of nowhere. They go cold the moment they realize the woman they're loving no longer sees them anymore. A man shuts down quietly. No drama, no speech, just a slow, silent retreat. And it starts with the tone you use, the eye rolls, the snide comments, the lack of appreciation, the way you talk to him like he's the problem while forgetting that he's the one holding this entire house together. He stops opening up because every truth that he ever shares gets weaponized. He stops giving effort because nothing he does is right anymore. He stops pursuing you because you treat him like a placeholder, not a man that you actually desire. And then women run around screaming, oh my gosh, he has changed. Where did he go? No, he didn't. He evolved into survival mode because he became exactly what your attitude taught him to become. Men give leadership, love, protection, presence where they feel honored and when they feel admired and wanted. But women who humiliate him, talk down to him, dismiss him, treat him like a burden, she will the relationship long before she realizes that she lit the match. You want a strong man? Stop breaking him down. Stop disrespecting him. Stop expecting him to pour into you while you starve the very traits you're demanding from him. Honor him, respect him, and desire him. The moment he stops feeling those three things, he doesn't leave with anger. He leaves with silence, and he'll never come back the same.
You know, a lot of these modern women actually have had relationships, successful relationships. Honestly, whether it's successful or not, they've had relationships, and instead of learning and building off of those relationships on what not to do, they've continued to stay in the mindset of toxicity. And they keep on going back to the person that's wasting their time. They keep on finding the man that's wasting their time. Oh man, you know, I can continue to do whatever I want. I'm young. I'm just dating. I'm doing it all for the plot. My ex called me at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I ran back to him and he knocked me down and left me outside. You know, I had to walk myself out to the car. And you keep on doing that. And you not only take that attitude with your ex, but you take that attitude outside when you meet a man in the club, and then you meet a man in a bar, and then you meet a man at work, and then you meet a man at happy hour. And all of a sudden your body count is racking up because you won't be disciplined. You won't quit doing what you're not supposed to be doing. And then you're going to try to take that attitude and a man is going to ask you about it. What have you been up to? You going to get mad. Oh, you know, that's none of your business. My past is none of your business. Well, my money is none of your business. My bank account is none of my assets, none of your business.
This went on for like less than like 2 minutes in the parking lot. So then I get tearful because I'm feeling left out. Like I feel like you just tried to leave me and I don't know what that is. But I need y'all to tell me if I'm wrong. Am I wrong for saying I'm gonna leave? Because he said that he felt like it was disrespectful to do all of that. And I just don't feel like I was being disrespectful because I feel like once you got out of the car, you basically left me, and I don't know, I'm your guest. Granted, I don't think that was the intent, but I want to know if y'all feel like I'm disrespectful because I just don't think it's disrespectful that I felt like he could have waited like 3 minutes. I was done. We got to church at 10. I wrapped everything up by 10:03, but then he wanted to hurry up and leave, and then he ended up having to come back out. Am I wrong? Is that wrong? For real, like, is that wrong?
If you didn't want to go to the date, all you had to say was, I don't want to go. Simple. Because you were dragging your feet. You're stopping for Starbucks. And then when you get there, you're talking about cleaning the oil off your feet. I don't even know what that means, but I hope that's not an actual thing. And why are you crying? If it was 3 minutes, why are you crying, calling your friend, talking about he left you?
Serious question. Where are all the men? And I don't mean men as in a male. I mean, where are all the men? Because all I seem to come across in day-to-day life is scruffs and dossers and men that are going absolutely nowhere in their life, and so they think they can start talking to a woman who, you know, she might have her own house, or she might be able to afford to live in a nice house on her own, or I don't know, she's got a good job, she earns decent money, she's very self-sufficient. And then you get these men that come along who ain't got any of that. And they think that, oh, I'll start talking to her because then she'll think I like her and she'll move me into her house and I get free board and lodgings. There's a lot of them around. Or there's men that they do have a job and they might earn a decent wage, but they like to piss it up the wall, going out every weekend, going on cheap, nasty holidays so they can pick up cheap, nasty women. And they've got the same intentions. They'll just find a woman who might let them move in and they can carry on being their cheap, nasty self and not have to pay any rent. And then you've got your married ones and the men that live with women and they think you're so stupid that you wouldn't even realise this while they're trying to get what they want out of you. And then you've got the men that might be single, don't have a missus at home, they have got a job, they have got their own house or pay for their own rental, whatever, and they just want a friends with benefits because they want to get out there and sleep with as many women as they possibly can. So what I would like to know is, where are all the men? The men that take you out on a date, the men that want to talk to you, get to know you, not just ask if you can send them a pic. The men that actually want a relationship at some point, where are they? I think it's a good question. I think it's a valid question. And I would just like to know where they are.
Someone tell me why men are expected to show up to relationships being emotionally available, but women are not expected to show up to relationships being rationally available. The messed up part about all this is when a man isn't able to show up emotionally available, he's dismissed or considered weak, or he needs to go to therapy. But if a woman comes into a relationship being irrational, it's blamed on her hormones, and she's immediately validated, and the man is invalidated. The interesting part about this is you could almost look on any social media website and look up, am I the asshole for using my hormones and my irrational behavior against my boyfriend? And men have been conditioned into believing that this is acceptable behavior. It makes me wonder if a woman is able to come into a situation, for example, she thinks her man's cheating, instead of going on a rampage and making fake social media accounts to catch him, or yanking his phone, or going through the phone when he's sleeping, if she's able to come into a situation being more rational, would it open up a man to being more emotionally available because he feels safer? It's just another example of how men have to show up differently than women, and men have to bring everything, and women have to bring little to nothing to a relationship. Okay, bye.
There's a lot of women in the decentering men space that talk about how long they've been celibate, and it's been like years for these women. Like, a lot of women have been celibate for like 7, 8, 9, 10 years, and it's just like, wow, that is truly amazing. Like, I honestly get it though. Like, I've been celibate for 3 months, and sometimes I do kind of think, especially now that summer is kind of rolling around. I'm like, oh, it would be fun, like, to just like have a hot girl moment and like go on Hinge and get a guy to come over today or tomorrow. Most women, if they want to hook up with a guy, I mean, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. You know, you download that app, you could get a guy to come over tonight or tomorrow. Like, it's very simple. It's pretty easy for most women out here. But every time I think about downloading that godforsaken app, I'm just like, no, I literally don't. Like, I literally get the ick of even thinking about a man coming over and like doing that, because I'm just like, he's evil. Like, he probably doesn't deserve it. Like, there's just no way that like the men today in the dating atmosphere deserve it, like, at all. And honestly, I used to be pretty centered. Like, I used to really want to have that. And I think a lot of times it's because when you're under that fairy tale delusion of what love is and what it means to have a boyfriend, you're romanticizing and fantasizing time with him, whether that's like cuddling in bed or hugging or being intimate, kissing. Like, you fantasize all of that, and then you get to the real deal and it's like, this isn't what I imagined at all. Like, this is actually way worse than what I painted it out to be in my head. And then you just see like how these men think out here, and you see what they stand for, and it just like dries up your like, we're in a drought with the way these men are acting and thinking. And when women talk about their celibacy journey, it's like, how do you do it? Like, all the comments are like, how do you do it? And it's like, there's no, like, if I wanted to, I would, you know what I mean? It's not like a Fortnite challenge to be celibate for that long. It's just like, no, I genuinely do not want to sleep with these men. Like, they're gross and they're terrible, and there's nothing good about it. These men are babies. They're just like little toddlers, like walking around, but except they're like 29 and they have like a job and they like hate their life and they like don't take care of themselves. They're like pre-diabetic and like, you know, have like heart conditions, and it's like, babe, you're 29. Like, why do you have like left heart hypertrophy? So yeah, I'm not the type of person to just like put restraints on myself. Like, I want to be me. I want to live authentically. And if I want to ever hook up with a man, I'm going to allow myself to do it. I'm gonna allow myself to get on an app or hit someone up and get to going. But like, the way that like I simply have no interest, the way that I think about it, and I literally like visibly grimace, because I'm just like, I just cannot let a terrible person have something good in this life. Like, I cannot uphold this person. I cannot pedestalize the men with terrible outlooks and who don't see me as a human being. Like, I simply can't do it. I simply cannot allow this man to have that gratification. For I'm not even gonna get gratification in the experience, right? Because these men don't know how to lay it out. So yeah, I've thought about it, and then I'm just like, wait a second, that would suck. Like, that would suck. That would blow. So it's not even fun anymore to have a, you know, cute little night. Like, it's just not. It's just like, a lot of times the love that you can get from a man, or that you think you can get from a man, you actually wouldn't get from a man, and you could get from a dog. What's really helped me through this process is like helping out at the dog shelter, because the love that you think you would get from a man, or that you paint out in your head that you would get from a man, turns out you don't actually end up ever getting it, and you would actually receive that love from a puppy. So I guess that's my tip. If you're out here looking for love, looking for a casual thing with a man, and you end up getting too attached to that man, just diss the man and get a dog, or go to a dog shelter and get love from a dog. You will always get more love from a dog than you would ever get from a man. I don't care what they tell you, because men lie. Just get a dog.
Do you have women issues? Because it seems like you do. What?
That's not a question. That's a judgment.
Do you have women issues? That is a question.
Do I have women issues? No. How long have you been watching my content?
Long enough.
No, apparently not. What you've already come in and shown me is you've not watched my content thoroughly, and definitely not in good faith. If you come through asking me if I have woman issues. Are you married?
Right. Am I married?
Mm-hmm.
Are you married?
I'm going to ask you one more time, and if not, I can bid you a good night.
Oh, so the narrative is if I'm not.
Are you married?
But what does that matter? Okay, I'll say this much. I choose not to be in a relationship.
You can't make this shit up. I choose not to be married. She said, do you have woman issues? And I'm like, look, homeboy, do you have people questioning whether you were naturally born a woman? Is the real question. Oh my God. This is why I don't deal with older women, because women like her are disingenuous. This woman has not watched my content. She came over here with that long, drawn out, well, I'm going to try to just get to the insult, lady. Get to the insult so you can actually prove yourself and show yourself to be exactly what people over here know you are. And these are the women that have been speaking in the Black community, unchecked, unexamined for 50 years.
This is how I know a lot of you women genuinely don't take the time to really listen to men, especially healthy, genuine men who are trying to help a lot of you women win. Y'all don't really want to listen to them. Y'all listen to respond because you're so triggered and your emotions are in the way, but you never take the time to listen to understand. Let's get into it.
What I don't get is why men will say they want a feminine woman, but will turn around and say that they don't chase women. Like, how do you want a feminine woman, but you want to be chased? It makes no sense.
So first and foremost, I'm gonna talk about what a feminine woman is, feminine energy, right? And I'm not saying that men don't have these, but I'm just talking specifically about women and when they embody feminine energy, right? I wrote this down. These are all the different type of ways of feminine energy. I want y'all to listen, ladies, because a lot of you women, y'all don't move like this. I just want to make that part very abundantly clear. Okay, let's get into it. First of all, feminine women are nurturing and compassionate. A lot of y'all are not compassionate women. Y'all aren't. If it's not about you, if it's not about how you feel, if it's not, getting you what you want, a lot of y'all really genuinely don't care about what men want, how they feel, or anything like that. And a lot of y'all aren't nurturing. And a lot of y'all, if your man was coming home and he's tired, he's had a long day, y'all aren't nurturing that man. You're complaining, oh my God, I had a long day too. Oh my God, I'm tired too, but I still got it. Y'all aren't nurturing women. Y'all barely are affectionate unless it's on your time. And it's not even just about, I'm talking about just little basic things. When's the last time some of y'all even gave y'all man a massage? Because he wanted a massage, or not even because he wanted it, but because you wanted to be affectionate to that man and make sure that he felt good. Think about it. A lot of y'all talk about intuition and you're feminine, but y'all don't have intuition when it comes to the type of men that y'all choose to entertain. Where's your intuition there? But y'all talk about how much women's intuition is always not wrong and this, that, and the third. Y'all don't know what that is. You're magnetic. Y'all are magnetic for sure, but you're magnetic to the wrong type of men that y'all be complaining about. I wonder why. Think about that. Warm and welcoming. Some of you ladies are not warm. You're not welcoming. You have an attitude all the time. You act like the world's trying to, spit you and chew you out and this, that, and the third. Like, relax. Easy for you to express love. Y'all are not vulnerable people. A lot of you women are not vulnerable. You're not. And all because you got dog dragged and cheated on, so now you don't want to do it no more. Instead of learning how to trust yourself, right? And learning that you are love, you embody love, so you should be able to move like that. Think about that one. Creative. Y'all are sure creative when it comes to making content about men, but how many of y'all are really creative with yourself? In touch with your feelings. We don't have to go there. Receptive. Again, a lot of you women love to listen to respond, but not listen to understand. These men be telling y'all exactly what they want from us, and y'all do the complete opposite. Because y'all don't want to be receptive. Y'all want what y'all want. Okay. Comfortable with inner darkness. A lot of y'all can never sit with yourself in the darkness. Can never sit with yourself in silence. That's a problem. Comfortable with cycles and changes. Some of y'all haven't changed since you were 13 years old. Think about that. You see vulnerability as strength. Again, a lot of y'all are not vulnerable. Y'all are victims in your own mindset, but you're not vulnerable. Take full responsibility for your life. Accountability. Create harmonious spaces. When men say that there's a reason why they stop telling women stuff, is because a lot of women are not a safe space. Y'all go tell your homegirls every single thing that man has done, his own personal life stories to other women, yada, yada, and then a lot of y'all use that on a man later on, when y'all get in arguments, when he's ready to leave, or whatever the case may be. Authentic. Y'all aren't authentic anymore. Y'all are just duplicates of each other, hive minds of each other. Elegant and graceful. Don't get me started, because the way y'all be talking and acting, y'all aren't elegant and graceful. Feminine essence. Just because you do your hair, your makeup, your nails, your lashes, and you have on a dress does not make you feminine. Let's make that part very abundantly clear. People tell you you're motherly. You see femininity as a strength. Y'all don't see that being in your feminine energy naturally, gracefully, will really get you so much further in life. Not even in relationships, I'm talking about in life in general. Okay? Men aren't chasing because they want a woman who is reciprocating what they pour into. As I've gotten older, I have definitely been more aware of if a man genuinely likes me or if a man does not like me. And I'm not pouring into no man who doesn't like me. And I have no problem reciprocating to a man that likes me. When you are courting someone, you're courting someone who wants to also be courted by you, who actually likes you. Not the things that you do, but likes you. Why would a man chase a woman who, first of all, why are we chasing in the first place? If I like you and you like me, we're not chasing each other. We're actually trying to build something with each other. There's a difference. We gotta stop saying chasing. We shouldn't be chasing nobody. Men shouldn't be chasing women, women shouldn't be chasing men. But a lot of these men aren't courting a lot of women because y'all don't act correct. Y'all don't. We got too many women out here who have botched bodies, high mindsets, victim mentality mindsets, like just nasty attitudes, aren't even truly their most authentic self, still holding on what happened to them by Daquan when they were 12, like still upset with their uncle who did something to them when they were 5. Like, Y'all want to stay stuck in the negativity, right? So there's a reason why a lot of men aren't quote unquote chasing. There's no reason for it. Also, I think a lot of you women are upset that a lot of men have learned self-love. Y'all, I think a lot of you women think that men shouldn't have self-love. Men shouldn't have self-worth, self-respect. It should only be a woman's thing. Absolutely not. This is exactly why we get so many men who are doormats and who are miserable and simps, because they're staying with women because of the fact that they don't want to be lonely. So they allow that woman to say this, that, and the third to them, or do whatever the case may be, and let them walk all over them because they have no self-worth, no self-respect for themselves. There's a reason why a lot of y'all are getting those type of men, but you're not getting the actual men who know themselves and know their value and aren't going to deal with no nonsense that a lot of you women bring, unfortunately. Like, think about that. I like who likes me genuinely, right? And I'm not changing how I like a man. You either don't like me or you not. But just because you don't like me doesn't mean that there's not someone else out there who will like me, right? And that's something I had to learn, right? I always thought I needed to stop doing less to like get their attention because I was doing too much. No, I wasn't doing too much. I'm doing too much for the wrong person, right? The right person will never think that I'm doing too much as far as how I like a man and how I move with a man, genuinely, intentionally, right? Y'all just don't get people who genuinely like you. But on top of that, no man is going to continue to pour and give and give and give to a woman who's just taking and really not doing anything and adding value back to him. You being a woman is not enough for a man. You just because you know how to, it's not enough for a man. Just because you know how to cook and clean and you got your degree and you might have a little money in your account, is not enough for a man. Like, I want y'all to start really understanding those things are not enough for a man, especially these generations of men. It's not. So this whole chasing, we need to get away from that. We need to understand how to be receptive and also start being reciprocating to men and women who actually like us. It will change a lot, okay?
And you listen to a lot of these modern women and you'll understand they don't have a lot of discipline. They think they do because they can operate in a structured environment. Like, say, for instance, they might go to work and they be like, man, ain't nobody at work got a problem with me that you know of. The people at work that you know of don't have a problem with you. But in corporate, people take a lot of stuff, or especially if you're an entrepreneur, and you giving people something that they really, really like, they'll take a lot of stuff from you, even though they like, man, this guy, this man, I don't know about that. They take a lot of stuff, even if you're somebody's client. As soon as you leave, or as soon as you go to the restaurant, oh, here they go again. But you're a paying customer. So they got to be like, oh, man, and they kind of got to deal with you. Well, they don't really have to, but they kind of deal with you because you paying customer. A lot of modern women think just because maybe they don't hear people saying stuff that they're doing the right thing. That ain't nobody having a hard time with them. But people are. Plenty of people are. We talk about men all of the time, how men have a hard time in dating. Imagine what it's like to be their, maybe not their friends because birds of a feather, but imagine what it's like to be like their parent or the person who raised them. Imagine what that's like. Somebody trying to give you good guidance, somebody trying to lead you in the right direction. Hey, baby, don't do that. I wouldn't do that. Hey, stay away from that man. Hey, don't go over here. Hey, you might want to chill out, look for this. Now you want to come home at 3 o'clock in the morning, waking me up, knowing I got to go to work the next day. Talk about how this man dogged you out and did you wrong because you don't listen. You think that you know everything. Just yapping, talking, think you got everything figured out. A lot of these modern women have the mind of a child. Let me do it. I want to learn. No, you can't go over there. Let me do it. Let me touch it. Get away from that stove. Stay away from that oven. No, move. Let me touch it. You know why they have so many things for babies? Because babies don't listen. You know why you have to put those little things over the doors? Because babies will get up there, turn the knob, and go outside and almost quite literally, well, not almost, they will tragically take themselves out. I don't know nothing about that. And then it'll come back and it'll be on the parents that this kid did this. This is how modern women act. People will, because they're adults, assume you got it. You're mature enough to do all of these things. Take off. But then they'll go out there and do something wrong and then try to run back to the man and say, now save me. Hey, you should have been responsible. Hey, it was your fault. They'll run back to the man and say, why weren't you watching? You know, I spent all these years and I'm just now coming to the realization that after 10 failed relationships, I now realize that none of them men ever really even liked me. I now realize that, none of them protected me like a real man should. I watched this movie and now I realize those men didn't like me. Is that what it is, huh? It couldn't have been that you was acting silly, not listening to anything that the man had to say. Of course not. Because accountability.